Well, that kind of sucked. It's all good. Happy Tuesday morning, Jerome's. The Minnesota Vikings are the best 1-1 team in NFL history. It's a callback. And I understand. Getting your ass kicked on Monday Night Football in prime time against the stupid Eagles. Had a poopy day. Hate the freaking Eagles, man. It's not very good. Doesn't make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But we got the top 10 storylines for the Minnesota Vikings, and we're going to decide if it's an overreaction or if it's legit. I actually think that we kind of got this straightened away. Anyways, storyline number 1. The Vikings are garbage. First off, overreaction. Yes. And also, zoom in and enhance. Can we actually get this on screen? Gonna nail it. Are the Vikings garbage? No, absolutely not. I think that is an overreaction. But what is garbage is our production value here. Whatever. We're on screen now. Not as good as week 1. Not as bad as week 2. This is still a very talented football team. It was just It was a callback to the Zimmer years when the Vikings would have a couple no-call, no-shows, and this is going to be a test for Kevin O'Connell. How do you get your team fired up after week 1? How do you get them off the mat after week 2? How do you get them ready for week 3 when the Lions roll into U.S. Bank Stadium? It's going to be tough. Next up, storyline number 2, Kirk is back to being bad Kirk. That's certainly an overreaction. Now, Kirk Cousins, I think, played a very efficient, very solid game against the Packers week 1. Packers respect are... Actually, I would say that the Packers are a better defense than the Eagles, even though their respective performances against Kirk, you would maybe go against that. But the Eagles played way over their skis. Darius Slay, respect, did some insane things. But Kirk, forced things late in garbage time, had 3 interceptions, sort of is what it is in one of those spots. And Kevin O'Connell said after the game that it was about being aggressive, trying to get back into the game. Would you rather have Kirk just check it down? CJ Ham, 2 yards on 3rd and 9, as opposed to just going YOLO and take chances trying to get back into the game? No. So I don't think that Kirk is back to being bad Kirk. I think he was playing within the framework of the offense, but is one of those spots where the Vikings, when they got stuck behind the 8 ball, down 24-7 late in the game, and then the Eagles were able to pin their ears back and get after it with the blitz. Offensive line played pretty well through 3 quarters, didn't play so well in the final quarter. Whatever. Lastly, next up, number 3. Really good accounting today. Vikings are screwed without Harrison Smith. I think that one could be legit. So Harrison Smith left the game with a concussion, a short week before Sunday's game against the Lions. Hopefully he gets through protocol and is able to play. But 20 tackles through 2 games, and it really seemed like he was the only guy who gave a hoot on the back end of the defense in that first half. So Vikings, they definitely need Double Deuce back. They need their leader. They need their captain back for Sunday. Next up, storyline number 4, Justin Jefferson was shut down by the Eagles. That one's actually legit. So Jefferson held for 6 catches, 48 yards on 12 friggin' targets, but Darius Slay, when he was on Justin Jefferson in man-to-man coverage, allowed 1 catch for 7 yards and 0 touchdowns on 5 targets, including 2 interceptions. Respect. I mean, Darius Big Play Slay has that nickname, has that moniker for a reason. Absolutely legit. And the Eagles, respect to Jonathan Gannon, to Darius Slay, James Bradbury. They had a great game plan for Justin Jefferson, way better than what Joe Barry and Jaire Alexander and the Packers had week 1. But Jefferson, he's got to get back up, man. I mean, because you can't keep a good man down, and Jefferson is going to be back to getting his very, very soon. Next up, storyline number 5, has Adam Thielen lost a step? I think that's going to be an overreaction, but a little bit of cause for pause, because as Jefferson was getting that attention from Slay, from getting double teams, from getting bracketed, from getting help over the top, you're thinking, where was everyone else? Where was Thielen getting loose? Where was KJ, etc.? No catches until 12 minutes left for Adam Thielen, and it's just, we're not seeing the separation that we're used to with number 19. Now, I'm not ready to say that he's washed. I think that he still is absolutely legit, especially in the red zone, but through 2 weeks, I mean, we haven't seen it, especially with Jefferson getting all that attention and coverage through two games. Like, when's number 19 going to have a big-time game? Where's Thielen's 7-catch, 119-yard, 1-touchdown game? Where's that? We absolutely need that. Didn't see that on Monday night. Next up, storyline number 6, Kevin O'Connell is too soft. Overreaction. Absolutely overreaction. Now, the whole thing is about the pendulum swinging from Zimmer and Spielman to Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell, and the whole talk about the culture changing. Oh, not a fear-based organization. People saying hi to Brian O'Neill in the hallways now. But culture does matter, and this team, they got humbled Monday night, but they're going to be back after it. They enjoy being around each other. They're going to play for each other, so hopefully that is going to bleed over. And all the cutesy-wootsy Mickey Mouse stuff, Nickelodeon slime, all that stuff is fun when you're winning, but and not so much when you're losing. Actually, I want to see, because Nickelodeon fans are funny. They voted Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder the MVP when they lost in the playoff game against the Saints. I want them to still vote Justin Jefferson as the best player of the week, just to see Kevin O'Connell get slimed after they lost. Kind of want to see that. But this is the first big test of Kevin O'Connell's head coaching career. Can he get this team back on track? Big-time game against Detroit. Next up, storyline number 7. O'Connell's offense was solved. Overreaction. Absolute overreaction. Even though it didn't look great. It didn't look great. Scripted plays were foobar, 2 straight 3-and-outs. Just a horrid night. 4 of 12 on third down. 7 points off of 5 red zone trips. It's got to get better. I wouldn't say that it's solved, but Gannon and the Eagles, they certainly were well prepared for it. But now it's time for the cat and mouse game. Now it's time for the mouse to get going again. Or is Kevin O'Connell the cat? I don't know. Next up, storyline number 8. Patrick Peterson is washed. TBD. And yes, love that he had the blocked field goal. Maybe special teams is going to be his future. I don't know, man. But targeted in coverage, fooled on RPOs. He would have been cooked by the Packers, except Christian Watson dropped that 75-yard touchdown. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I respected the move to more of a zone defense under Donatel versus more of a man under Mike Zimmer. I thought that would greatly benefit Patrick Peterson, but it just looked atrocious against the Eagles. Like the cornerbacks were playing 8-9 yards off the receivers. Every single time Jalen Hurts dropped back to throw, he had a wide open guy with lots of yards to run after the catch. It was ridiculous. So I don't know. Yes, Father Time is undefeated, but I think Patrick Peterson still has some good football left in him. So I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's scheme. I don't know what it is, but it hasn't been good so far through 2 weeks. He just got exposed week 2. Week 1, they didn't make him pay. Next up, number 9, run defense is still terrible. Legit. Absolutely legit. So you gave up a buck 11 on the ground against the Packers. Gave 163 up to Philly, including Jalen Hurts just completely torching you. And now you have Detroit coming in, and Detroit, respect, with DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams, and one of the best running games in the National Football League. So something's got to get fixed, man. You paid Harrison Phillips a lot of money. You paid Dalvin Thompson a lot of money. Kendricks is still that guy. Jordan Hicks coming in. Danielle Hunter is supposed to be good against the run. Like, what the hell is happening? Because it's not for a lack of talent. Is it scheme? Has it been scheme over the last 3 years? Like, how come the Vikings literally cannot stop the run? I don't get it. And they have to figure something out before week 3. And speaking of week 3, the Lions game is huge. Yes, absolutely legit. Where, I'm not ready to say that this one is a must-win, because the Eagles one was a must-win. I mean, it just was. But you have a home game, 1-1 teams. Actually, all the teams in NFC North are 1-1. A division game that you cannot give up. You just simply cannot give it up. You kind of let it down. You can't do it, man. You just can't do it. And Dan Campbell and the Lions are coming in with a ton of momentum, man. They got the first win against the Commies. They played tough against the Eagles. Now they go on the road against a division foe that's coming off a very horrible loss. The Vikings look wounded, short week. Lions are thinking upset, man. Plus, the Lions beat the Vikings last year. So they're coming in with all the confidence in the world. The Vikings got to stop them cold. And this comes down to Kevin O'Connell. Can you get this team ready? Can you get them off the mat? Can you get them fired up again to get ready for this division matchup? Because the Vikings got to win this. Because that's the whole mantra. You got to win at home. You got to split on the road. Take care of your business in division. And so the Vikings already have 1 division win. Got to make it 2 on Sunday. So that's another big-time test. But that's it. That's Tuesday Morning Vikes, Overreaction Tuesday, legit or nah, all that stuff. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts. Where did we get it right? Where did we get it right? Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.